Okay, hi everyone, welcome back, and in this update we are going to check out XCN's price chart, and specifically we are going to talk about this important part of the price action because I think based on this you might have a decent idea about what might be next in ONYX. Now, before we get into all that good stuff, let me tell you something. When I want to make a new video, usually I go back to the previous video about that specific altcoin, or maybe sometimes Ethereum, Bitcoin, doesn't really matter. And I check what I said, and then I'm gonna see whether we have gone according to that scenario or not. So if we haven't, I'm going to make some adjustments. If we have, then okay, at that point, I think I might have a better idea of what's next. Now, in XCN, in the previous video, we were, I think, right around these areas, and the idea was that this might be a 1 2 3 4 5 wave down, and the overall theme of the video was a bit bearish, suggesting that, you know what, maybe we are going to have another move down and reach to about this very important level. And do not get me wrong, I still sort of kind of believe that, and I think we are going to get to here, which the lower band of it is about 0.85 and the higher band of it is about 0.96 of a cent. However, pay attention, from the current point, that is about, let's say, like a 10 to about 15% move on the downside. And I think in the previous video I was going to tell you this, but unfortunately I completely lost sight of the fact that in the mid to long term we are looking extremely bullish. So let me just say what I wanted to say in the previous update. You see, in XCN, sure, we may very well go down once more and take the recent lows, but what if we don't? The point that I'm trying to make is this: right around these areas is indeed a beautiful, beautiful long opportunity, and also buy opportunity if you do not really care about what's gonna happen in the next, let's say, couple of weeks. Why? Because the overall scenario in ONYX coin, as long as I'm not proven otherwise, I'm gonna say that is a screaming bullish. You see, let's just go on daily time frame. There we go. Okay, in my view, off of the lowest low all the way down here, we are having 1 2 3 4 5 wave up into a wave 1, correction for wave 2, probably an ABC flat, and then great 1 2 3 4 5 wave, very strong move on the upside, which is a very important characteristic of a wave 3. Followed by that, we can technically say to about this point was the end of our wave 4. And what's next? Yep, you guessed it right, another strong impulsive movement on the upside into wave 5, which just the bare minimum target for it is going to be taking the highs in here about 5 cents, but I think we are going to go quite a bit higher than that. For example, an 8 to 10 cents XCN is not really going to surprise me at all. So essentially, you are going to probably expect about like an 8 to 900% move on the upside starting from the current point. Now, let me ask you this. What if I am wrong, and from here we are going to start the next phase of the bull run? At that point, I am going to feel extremely stupid because I was just waiting for like another 10% drop in order to buy big time. Okay, that doesn't really make any sense. Why? Simple reason. You're just sacrificing an 800% gain for like, let's say, another 10% drop, and this is really not good. So what I'm trying to tell you is this. Again, if you do not care about what is going to happen in the next couple of weeks, maybe it's best for you to start buying XCN, and definitely that's actually at the moment what I'm doing. But at the same time, I also have some dry powder aside in case that we go down. And well, at that point, I'm just going to add more and more XCN to my portfolio in hope that we do end up getting the next major phase of the bull run, which basically at the moment, every single thing does suggest that we are indeed on that bullish track. So again, I just wanted to tell you this at the beginning of the video so you don't think at all that I am bearish in ONYX coin. That is simply not the case. Now, having said all that, let's go on 15-minute time frame and see what is going on. And if you remember, I think in the previous video we were right around here, and the idea was that this can be 1 2 3 4, and then we said this might be 1 2 3 4 5 wave down into wave 5. So followed by that, we may see a correction as pressure and then another move down in order to, on a higher degree, complete the sub waves for an impulsive movement on the downside. And I think, yep, now we can say this is a 5 wave down with a decent bit of confidence. Now, we said in ONYX coin soon we should probably expect a move on the upside, because even if you want to go according to the most pessimistic count, okay, after a 5-wave down, you are going to get a move on the upside. And that, my friends, is exactly why right now we are having this thing. But at any given moment, we should be 100% objective and be able to come up with a bullish and also a bearish count at the same time. So, question, what's going to be our bearish scenario? Well, let's zoom in more and see what is happening. Excuse me. Okay, so you see, the bearish scenario, in my view, in ONYX coin suggests that, yes, we are probably having from here an A, B, C on the upside. This is a correction down, probably an ABC if you go on some lower time frames. This is another zigzag up. Actually, no, this isn't allowed since in this phase we took this important loss. So let's just, yes, say this. From this high, this is ABC down into A, ABC up into B, and the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down into our C leg. And right in here, we can have another A, B, C zigzag in order to, on a higher degree, complete the sub waves for what? Yep, a WXY in form of a double zigzag. And this might actually end up being quite a deep move on the upside in ONYX coin, but pay attention. If you want to go according to this count, well, okay, what do you have overall? 5 wave down, correction up. This is a bit of a bearish setup, suggesting the next move, well, it is going to be on the downside in order to clear the lows. But I think at that point, we may just get it over with and go down and take all the lows and reach to about this unbelievably important gap, which was created, excuse me, as a result of this specific move up right in here being way too fast. And in my view, gaps 95+% of the time are going to get filled. So since we came all the way down here, why not go down and fill this gap? Which, by the way, I actually forgot to tell you this is at the same time a very important support as well. So basically you just have more and more confluence about XCN going down in like very short term, let's say just for another 10 to 15%. But again, overall, please do not be like me and do not lose sight of the fact that we are looking extremely bullish, and don't really sacrifice that last couple of percentages, because who knows, maybe we're not that lucky and we're not even going to get it. That is absolutely possible. Now, what about a bullish count in here? Can we argue maybe I am wrong and this is not a 5 wave, and instead, for example, this is a correction down, and since it's kind of a deep move, maybe it is going to be like, yes, probably a WXY in form of a double zigzag by itself. Now, here's the situation. If you want to say this is the low of our correction, then okay, we shouldn't do two things. Number one, we should not get a very strong move down in order to take this low, and at that point, continue our move down and take these lows as well. Why? Because let's go around here. You see, if you want to argue that we have hit our final low, let's say around this area, maybe like we said it earlier, this is a very important support, then okay, off of the lowest low, you have to be able to find a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave. And when I go on the live chart, I really cannot help myself but think that, you know, maybe in ONYX coin, we are having an A, B to about this point and another move on the upside into our C leg, basically a 3-wave movement. And you can even say the low of your B leg could be like right in here in form of, I don't know, let's say an A, B, C, D, E, a triangle structure, which will kind of get confirmed the moment that we get a move down and we take these important lows. As long as we are not doing that, then okay, we can say, well, maybe this is 1, 2, wave 3 to about here, correction for 4, no, excuse me, this is 1, 2, wave 3 to about here, correction for 4, another huge move on the upside into wave 5. And since now we are clearly having overlapping of the waves between our corrective movements, then okay, maybe this is going to be something like an expanding leading diagonal, suggesting, you know what, we have hit our final low down here, and I am absolutely wrong considering the bearish count as my primary scenario. That absolutely can be in play. Now, if you want to say that scenario is happening and maybe even we have hit the bottom of our correction right around this point, then okay, what are different possibilities that we should consider in this area? I think probably we should say that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up in form of an expanding leading diag, followed by a correction down. Like we said earlier, still I believe this is an ABC expanded flat, and this is definitely another 5 wave on the upside. So maybe we are having something like this: 5 up into 1, correction for wave 2, and what's next? Huge move up into wave 3, 4, 5, which on a higher degree, according to this bullish count, is going to be into wave 3, and then correction for 4, another move on the upside into wave 5. So as you can see, in the short term, both of the bullish and also the bearish scenarios that we talked about earlier do suggest that we're going to get a move up, but I need you to pay attention to the move after that phase. Why? In case that we get a phase up and then we do some consolidation and get another move, okay, you know what, that can be like a really good sign suggesting maybe I'm wrong and we have hit the low of our correction here. On the other hand though, if we get a strong move on the upside followed by a very good move down without a lot of overlapping of the waves, okay, that is pretty much going to be your bearish confirmation, suggesting, okay, this is 5 down, this is correction up, and our move down, well, it is probably overall going to continue for another 10 to 15%. So for now, in the short term in XCN, let's expect a move on the upside, and then maybe we are going to make new updates and see what might be next. And I'm really hoping that we're going to get some choppy consolidations and another move up. If we get this, great sign. At that point, I might be able to flip bullish. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in ONYX coin. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.